Hello, welcome back to my channel, or to my channel. I'm going to be making another video today about Depend brand products, and today I'm going to be talking about Depend Fresh Protection Guards, because somebody asked about them in another video that I did, and I made a couple videos about what side of the Depend brand diaper goes underwear, pull-ups, whatever. I'm gonna call them diapers. Don't fault me for that, but that's what they are, diapers. They're going to the long pad in them goes in front and the short pad goes in back, and I showed how you can determine that from the outside and the inside. And I made another video about why these kind of underwear, this type of underwear, is designed this way, and they're form-fitted. So for Depend brand, at least, the long side of the pad goes in front. Now, there are some brands out there where the long pad might go on back, or the longer pad might go on back. But these are form-fitted, so if you turn them around, you're going to have a problem because it's designed to fit a certain way around their legs and all that. And when you're talking about adult pull-ups, diapers, the majority of the brands are not for fecal incontinence. They're for urinary incontinence. So when you see extra absorbency, 25-50% more absorbency, they're talking about urine. They're not talking about fecal incontinence, poo, diarrhea, things like that. They're not talking about that. But now the Depend guards, they're basically just like a feminine hygiene pad, and they look the same to me, actually. But they're quite simple to install. If you see, this is shaped this specific way. But this side goes in front, and the small side goes in back. And just like the Depend underwear, they're there. That's to protect the genitals from contamination. But again, it doesn't absorb or help with fecal incontinence. It won't. And now this can help with urine drips. It might help with a little bit of leakage from the back, but it's not going to deal with diarrhea. So you could put these in regular briefs. I wouldn't put them in boxers, and it wouldn't go Greek without wearing them, any underwear. But these boxer briefs are briefs, they'll fit in perfectly. And they're also working combination with the adult pull-up. So this side, long pad, is the front of a Depend brand diaper. And you would take this sticker off, stick them, and just put it on there like that, and lead this back down to the rear, and will give you extra protection, extra absorbency over some things, and it's pretty good about that. But again, it doesn't really protect against a lot of fecal incontinence. I mean, a great amount. But what it could do is stop. So the poo comes out here in the back and then comes up forward onto the genitals and the penis and all that. Especially if it's wet or diarrheal incontinence, this extra pad could stop that extra flow and trap that extra flow here and underneath. and stop it from coming up onto the genitals and onto the penis and under the foreskin and all that. I'm not going to say 100% will do it, because if the diaper gets full of diarrhea or full of feces, it's going everywhere. I mean, it's just going everywhere. This is, like I said, this doesn't absorb the liquid out of feces or diarrheal liquid. And so these women also have these day pads. And I'm going to give you an example of why I also use this. My dad has a urinary catheter, indwelling catheter, Foley catheter. Goes up his penis and down into a bag. He has a problem with diarrhea, constant diarrhea, or very wet stool. And that can get in there, and one night, most nights, there's no problem. But some nights, it floods in. And so this extra guard pad helps prevent that. But also wrap this around his penis and the catheter tube as far up as I can get to the scrotum. And what this does is it can help stop fecal matter from getting up to his penis, get in under his foreskin and around his penis, and contaminate the catheter tube. And one of the problems with catheter tubes, if they're being used a long time, once they go into the penis, they can begin to rip down, especially when the bags gets heavy or the cord gets pulled against, begin to rip or expand the pee hole. And it can go all the way back to the back of the head of the underside of the head of the penis. And that can cause them problems, pain, bleeding, and other stuff. So when I wrap this around his penis, that stops that tube from pulling down, dragging down. And it also can stop diarrhea from getting up onto his penis, because it's coming from the back, it's coming through the other pad, and it's coming around his testicles and up around, and this may prevent the penis from sitting in contamination that it shouldn't sit in. And it also, if he has any leakage around the catheter tube, or any infections, this can help stave off infections around the penis. And sorry about that. So that's basically it. These things are great for urinary incontinence. You go inside of a pair of underwear, put this this big wide side in front, the small side in the back, as much as possible, almost to the top of the underwear, front of the underwear. Make sure their penis is fully covered, and then this gets down here, and this groove here is basically where the legs begin, where the thighs are, and that's as simple as it is. I hope this helps some of you, and thanks for watching. Check out my other videos on diapers and adult pull-ups, and I'll see you again at another time.